Yeah, man, that's a good dude. And I remember, this is probably something you could relate to. I remember I interviewed him. Real cool dude, man. Real down to earth.
Right.
You know, and I remember he was like, "Hey, man, I gotta switch the time, but I just don't want you to think that, you know, I'm on some Hollywood shit, because I'm not on that shit. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna do it. You know, so after the interview, he's like, yo, come see me tonight. I'm performing in the city. I forgot who it was. It might have been Caroline's. I think him and Donnell Rawlings were like on tour
definitely
together.
Caroline's. Definitely Caroline's.
Yeah. And I remember he did this bit, right? Which you could relate to here. He was like, yeah, man, you know, I'm hanging out with Donnell Rawlings, and Donnell comes up to me one day all pissed off, like, hey, man, everywhere we go, Charlie Murphy, Charlie Murphy, Charlie Murphy. Don't you get sick of that shit? He's like, no, motherfucker, my name's been Eddie Murphy's brother my whole life.
I can relate.
It's true.
I can relate.
You can relate.
I can relate.
Because you've been
you know what's funny?
Chris Rock's brother your whole life.
I've been Chris Rock's brother my whole life, but I get now, I'm in the airport, I'm at anywhere, and it's like, hey, yo, man, you Chris Rock's brother. And I go, hey, man, I got a name. And they'll go, yeah, you Tony Rock, right? And I'm like, well, nigga, if you knew that, why was the lead? Why can't the lead be my fucking name?
Okay. And then in 2018, you were in Living Biblically?
Yes, CBS, big money. That's when the big bucks came in.
Was that the biggest check you got for TV at that point?
Oh, no. I'm just saying my weekly pay was bigger than all of us.
Okay. How long did that last?
It was a mid-season replacement, and we did 13 episodes, and that was that. It was based on the book, The Year of Living Biblically, about a guy that tried to live his actual life 100% according to the Bible in today's society.
Huh.
And he wrote a book about it. And Johnny Galicki commissioned it, turned it into a script. It was a great script. It was a great show. But I just don't think people were ready for the Bible in their face every week on a sitcom.
Well, I remember right around that time, Monique had the whole Netflix boycott thing that she was pushing.
Yeah, that was a little bit after that, but yeah, I remember.
A little bit after that.
Yeah.
And I remember you talked about that.
Listen, I'm a grown man, okay? If somebody asks me a question in an interview, I'm going to answer it honestly.
Yeah.
I wasn't picking on her. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful at all. I got a tremendous amount of respect for any comic that ever touched a microphone. I just don't count other people's money. I've never been that person to be like, how much they get. So when they were like, she thinks she deserves to get more, I'm like, well, I don't know what her pocket looked like. I don't know what this person's getting. I don't do that. I don't care to concern myself with somebody else's money. And something in that was disrespectful, was taken as disrespect, and she commented on it. But I still stand by that. I don't count anybody else's money.
What did she say?
I forgot. I didn't give it a second thought.
Yeah,
I just knew she had a problem with me saying, like, you know, I don't count people's money or something. I really don't remember it, because I was like, I don't dwell on shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've had my own issues with primarily Monique's husband.
Never met him.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I met him. I might have.
We did an interview around this time, because remember we talked about this specifically.
Uh-huh.
Her and her husband did the interview together. They were literally holding each other the entire time. I don't mean like every so often. No, the entire time they had both their arms around each other.
Black love.
Did a real dope interview. When I gave him the release form in the beginning, he said, hey, man, I just want my lawyer to look at it, but don't worry about it. We got you. Don't worry about it. And usually I'm like, oh, I don't know. But he was like, no, I got you. No big deal. Lawyer came back 2 weeks later and had modified the contract to say that they own the content.
Oh, wow.
And they'll let me use it for a year.
Well, shit, I should have had my lawyer look at my release before I signed it.
So this started a beef that's been going on for 6 years, man.
Wait, is that how people end up having problems with you? Is that they sign the release and then they realize later on that they...
No one's ever had problems with me over this.
Okay.
No one's ever asked to own my footage.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I don't remember what happened with her that time. It was something I said was misconstrued as disrespect, but I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
And I still don't count anybody's pockets. The only checks that I concern myself with are the ones that say my name on them.
Me and D.L. Hughley are like real close. We're actually neighbors. And you talked about the whole thing about who goes first. Remember that whole beef for them spilled out over
But they had
who's the headliner.
He had receipts.
Yes.
Can't argue with receipts, right?
Yeah, man. Listen, when I talk to people like T.K. Kirkland, they're like, I don't care who goes on first, whatever. If this is a promoter, he's paying. If I'm getting the same check that we agreed on,
bro,
you want me to go on first, last, middle, however much time?
I've been
who
on
cares?
shows with the headliner didn't want a headline. I've been on shows like, hey, man, it's getting too late. It's too many comics. I don't want to close. Bro, I don't care. I'll close like whatever y'all want to do. I'm happy to be working.
Exactly.